The following program is rated A for
Awesome!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Break the Hold with Rusty and Billy. I'm Rusty. This is Billy.
Yeah, I'm Billy. Usually he says that, so I didn't know to say it. So
Well, I mean,
go
if
ahead.
I'm Rusty, you would be Billy, and so whatever.
One would assume.
We're not great with introductions around
Eh.
here. We just kind of throw it together.
If you're watching, you know who we are anyway. So
We're those two weird guys that just talk about wrestling all the time. It's pretty much our life.
we said we were weird.
I mean, I'm okay with being weird. Like sometimes I'm at work, dude, and I talk about wrestling, and people just kind of look at me like, "You still watch that?" I'm like, do I
Yes.
watch it? Like, bro, like it's my life.
Those of us that do live it
Like,
and have lived it. Maybe you're weird if you don't.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Maybe you're the weird ones if you're not watching wrestling. But anyway, oh well. But man, so this week was awesome. This week was freaking awesome. So I guess we need to start with SmackDown. Nick Aldis was back, reinstated as general manager. We had
I don't think anybody assumed he wouldn't be. But
no. The whole suspending him or whatever was weird anyway. Like, it was kind of but you got to make a storyline there. So let's talk about CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. We all knew it was coming,
when
but
said
was it
when.
not the most anticlimactic thing? Like,
no,
it to me, man, it was just kind of weird. It was just like, hey, man, so we've both been dodging this for a long time. You want to have a title match?
it was literally a mirror image the night after WrestleMania on Raw, just the roles reversed.
Yeah.
Even this time, Punk had the shiner, where
That-
Cody had the shiner
Yeah.
on Raw from getting kicked by Randy at WrestleMania. And on Raw, the night after WrestleMania, Punk comes up to Cody and is just like looking at his eye like, man, what happened to you? That looks nasty. Yeah. Cody did the same thing to Punk on Friday night. Man, look at that.
Well, one thing I did love was
Just a mirror image of the same night.
well, speaking of mirror image, and when Cody got in the ring and Punk was like, "What do you want to talk about?"
Yeah.
I was like, "That's cool." That was kind of funny. I don't know, man. Like, it was just kind of like me and you sitting there, like, so man, like,
hmm
I think it's kind of the match everybody wants. We've both kind of avoided it. You want to, like, I don't know, maybe have a title match at SummerSlam, like,
hmm
but
And that Raw after WrestleMania, Cody told him, just say when.
yeah,
Punk interrupted him Friday night and said, when?
yeah.
SummerSlam. Done.
Yeah. So I mean, we all knew it was coming.
Yeah.
No surprise there. So and that's kind of what I was gonna say is I guess it's hard to make it exciting when you knew it just wasn't one of those moments where it's like there's this big deal happening. It's like you and me, SummerSlam. Like it was just kind of everyone knows it's coming. We're gonna do this. I saw something interesting online the other day, and it was talking about just how right now, like your big matches are like babyface versus babyface, 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 babyface. Which some of them, it's like I don't really know if they're babyface or heel, if they're just kind of tweeners. But
It is
like Rollins and Reigns, it's like
kind of circumstantial.
like are they like who's the face, who's the heel? There's really not one. Cody Punk. There's no heel. There's no.
No, they're both over.
So I mean, well, same with Roman and Seth. It's like, they're both over. It's like they are what they are. But I kind of like being past the days where it had to be heel versus face.
That's
heel
what I'm
versus
saying.
face.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Yes, we've graduated long from that.
Yeah.
Like we've evolved from that a long,
Yeah.
long time ago. Like Hogan Warrior WrestleMania 6 was like the one like first ever, I think, like babyface versus babyface big time match. That was the main event of WrestleMania 6. That's the first WrestleMania that I watched, and like probably the second time I'd seen Hulk Hogan wrestle when I watched that, and I thought he was unbeatable, and then the Warrior beat him,
Yeah.
and the Warrior was my guy.
I'm still mad about
So
that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it, but I mean, me being brand new, I still knew Hulk Hogan wasn't beatable. And then
By the way, we didn't coordinate wearing black and white shirts today.
No,
Right?
no.
It just kind of happened.
I have a reason for wearing mine. We'll discuss that later on. But
Yeah. Yeah, I just looked at the camera there and was like, we kind of coordinate today. Like, hey, yeah, we're gonna get into that in a little bit.
yeah.
We got to make time for that. But um, so just kind of going through SmackDown. I mean, Punk and Rhodes, SummerSlam, we saw it coming. Obviously, the expectations are high for the match.
hmm
You know,
And it's gonna deliver. It can't not.
I think Punk wins. I think Punk is going to have a decent reign here. I feel like. I mean, I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
I think he'll have a substantial reign. I don't think it'll be like, it may not be a full year, but I think he'll get a good little run.
Mm. Cody's QB1 though. I don't know. I don't
Mm,
know.
Cody,
He's QB1 for a reason.
he ain't
He's
my QB1. He can sit the bench. Roman
he's
is my QB1. So
that's gonna be a
QB1.
that I think that still needs to be settled at some time too
Yeah.
between those two
Yeah.
as we look forward. Perhaps I think it still needs to be settled anyway. Um, I kind of feel like you too. I feel like Punk's gonna have a little lengthy reign here. Um, But I mean, I'm still interested to see the match and see how it's going to go down and what happens.
Yeah.
And if there's going to be anything that we don't expect that's going to happen, or somebody get involved, or hopefully not. But
Well, you know, you
um,
still got a disgruntled Sammy. You know, you've got a disgruntled Gunther.
yeah, we haven't
Like,
seen Sammy since.
no.
It's been a,
No, I was kind of shocked. I thought we'd have the whole Sammy Crybaby party. So,
and we still may, but we just haven't seen him yet. You know. Well,
but I mean, there, you know, anything could happen. You know, it could be a clean match. It could end up, they could do something that sets up, you know, War Games, you know, in a couple months.
mhm.
You know, who knows? But, um, there was a lot of, it felt like a lot of filler on SmackDown to me. I mean, and I feel almost like blasphemous saying it, but like Jade Cargill, Alexa Bliss, like I feel like maybe they're writing Alexa Bliss off for a little bit with the whole arm injury.
Well, they're looking because everybody's looking at Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair one-on-one. I think for SummerSlam, I am. I think that's the dream match.
Yeah,
When Jade got signed, it was that was the dream match was Jade and Charlotte. There was
yeah,
like an instant. They had an interaction early on, and kind of ever since it's kind of been in the back of their mind,
yeah,
as it has been mine as well. So I think that's kind of the direction we're headed with that. Where Jade put Alexa Bliss's arm in the chair and
yeah,
seemingly broke her arm, and
yeah.
it helps that Bliss is double jointed. We've seen her do that before. So, um, still looks nasty.
Oh,
It
it
looks
looked
like
awful.
it looks
It looked nasty.
abnormal,
Yeah,
to say the least.
yeah,
But yeah, I think that's the whole purpose.
yeah,
That's the road we're headed toward is Jade and Charlotte one on
yeah,
one SummerSlam, I would say.
yeah. I think it's a match we all want to see.
So that means that Michin and BFAB
Yeah,
gotta get
which,
gotta
as far
get
as I'm concerned, they can't get out quick enough. They get on my nerves.
they gotta get killed like Kenny on South Park too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. Um, yeah.
Finn beat Tama Tonga.
Uh-huh. Big
I,
buddies.
I curious to
Throw
see
that up again.
curious to see where they're going to go with Tama Tonga, because you know last week he was like, I talked to the elders, you know, and then he
hmm
talking about, you know, taking care of his, getting rid of his past, basically, or whatever. I can't remember exactly the exact verbiage he
Yeah,
used,
pretty much.
but it was, and he kind of took Balor out. So I really expected Tama to win, but I'm sure this is something that they're gonna, you know, because I thought it was a good match. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't. It's like when you think Tama Tonga's going to do something, or when they do something with him, it kind of doesn't, or
Yeah.
kind of fizzles. I don't know.
It's kind of like the LA, like they did with LA Knight. Like you think he's going to get a push, and then no. And not saying that Tama Tonga is not going to get a push. Maybe they've
Yeah,
got a long term plan here.
yeah.
Maybe they're, you know, because there's some history there. Maybe they're going to build or renew this rivalry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm not gonna dump on that just yet. I'm gonna give it time to cook and see
Yeah.
what they do with it.
Wonder where Shinsuke's at. I
Yeah,
haven't seen Shinsuke in a little bit since
yeah,
he got taken out by Tama Tonga. So maybe he comes back this week,
Yeah.
maybe or sometime, and is at the side of Finn Balor. Maybe it's him and Finn Balor battling the Tongans. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Um, let's see. Then we had Trick Williams against Carmelo Hayes and the return of Baron Corbin.
Man,
Yeah, who saw that coming?
no one, absolutely no one. Hayes at the top rope, and all of a sudden you see someone grab his hand. He looks down and he just looks shocked. And I'm just, and the camera pans back, and I'm like, it's that freaking Baron Corbin?
Bro, I'm not even joking. Like when it happened, I was like, really? Is that Baron Corbin? Like, where's he been? Like,
he got released like a year ago.
yeah.
Like literally last year, they axed him, and there he's back.
And let me just say this: I was
glad.
never a big Baron Corbin fan, like the character and all that. Now, like seeing him like behind the scenes, like stuff like that, like I think he's a cool dude. But I will say, very underrated in the ring. Like,
Oh yeah.
by the casual fan. I think people that really watch wrestling, I think they appreciated how good he is. But I'll say, like, he makes a great heel, by the way. Easy to hate.
Oh,
in my
absolutely.
opinion.
Baron Corbin
easy
is a
to hate.
tremendous heel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I feel like he's very underappreciated in the ring. I feel like I even at times underappreciate him in the ring. I would go, "Oh, Baron Corbin's coming out. Time to go get a snack," you know. But he really is a good performer. He's a good wrestler, and like I said, makes a tremendous heel. Easy to hate. Very curious to see where we're going with this right here.
I tell you, man, and Baron Corbin's been around a while too. I think he was at the tail end of FCW, maybe as it when it transitioned to NXT. But in NXT, Baron Corbin, when he was introduced, he would come out and fans would count the seconds of his matches. Like as soon as the bell rang, 1, 2. How many seconds is it going to take for him to hit the end of days and beat the guy?
Which is
it would be
finisher,
seconds,
by the way.
and the crowd, and he was a crowd favorite in NXT for a little bit there. And he it wasn't in NXT for very long, and then he got called up in 2016. I remember it. He won the Honor of the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 32. I was there, and then he was on Raw the next night. So that was his call up. That was literally his call up.
Is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal like a curse? Like you win that and you...
It's not what I would have. It's not the idea that I would have in mind for it. It wouldn't be on SmackDown. Okay?
Yeah.
It would be at WrestleMania, or at least like the WrestleMania kickoff or something like that. It would be a lot more meaningful and a lot more. There'd be something else to it.
It just needs something more prestigious than this ugly giant trophy.
Yeah, I mean, I would also have like the China Memorial Battle Royal as well for the female talent. I would do that as well. I just, the trophy has the names, the winners of the names on it, like from years past.
Even if you made it
But I mean,
for a shot at a mid-card title, just something like, give it something besides just, oh, you get this big trophy, you pose by it, and then your career dwindles off.
A lot of those winners, yeah, because I mean, Cesaro won the first one, and I was there. He body slammed Big Show over the top rope to win it. That was cool. I was there. I was so glad. Who else has won it? Matt Hardy won it. Carmelo Hayes won it. Jey Uso won it. So there's one. Mojo Rawley, with help from Gronk, at 33, won it.
Of course, Royce Keys won it.
Baron Corbin won it at 32. I was there. Royce Keys won it this year. Yeah, Big Show won it actually. Big Show did win it. Yeah. So yeah, some of those winners no longer in the company, haven't been for a while, and probably out of the business altogether. Some of them, it didn't really do anything for them. I mean, it's kind of a thing that's there.
I like what you said about a China Memorial Battle, like honor because she really like changed the dynamic of so obviously there were female wrestlers, the divas, but I feel like she's part of the reason that kind of led to the women's evolution, like because she got in there and competed with men. Like go watch, like she didn't just wrestle men, like she competed, like she held her own, so I feel like she really did kind of pave the way, and I don't think she gets enough credit for that,
No.
because people look at the women's evolution and they look at the Sasha Banks, the Charlotte Flairs, the Becky Lynches, which definitely impacted the women's division and how we view women's wrestling now.
Yeah, that was the changing wave for sure.
Yeah. As much as, Nikki and Brie Bella want to get on there and say they did, they still were they were in the divas, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
where it was, it was a 30-second filler match, and it just that's all it was. But China doesn't get enough credit for changing the dynamic in women's wrestling, and I would love to see some sort of something,
Mhm.
whether it be a tournament or a battle royal,
Yeah.
to honor her. That would be cool.
Well, I think it was WrestleMania 34. I think they were going to have a Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal. Then they reneged on that because there's some controversy surrounding Moolah and kind of things she did back in the day. Um, I actually think they were going to lose Snickers as a sponsor because of it. So they were like, no, no,
Yeah.
we're gonna just make it a women's battle royal
Yeah.
without any kind
Ain't
of
trying to lose that
memorial name,
sponsorship.
without kind of any memorial name attached to it. They've had Snickers as a sponsor at WrestleMania for decades now, seems like. So yeah, that was I think the right call to make. They had the Mae Young Classic in 2016 and 17, and I watched those both, and those are Kairi Sane won the first one, and Tony Storm won the second one. So, but they haven't had one since. So, but I think a China Memorial Battle Royal alongside the Andre would be dope.
Yeah.
And China won the men's Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. China, yeah, WWE Women's Champion, but like if she wanted to go after, like I said, she was men's Intercontinental Champion. If she wanted to go after Stone Cold or Rock or whoever had the WWE Championship, no one would have batted an eye
No.
at all. Still deserves her solo Hall of Fame induction. She's in the Hall of Fame with DX, but she needs a solo induction as well, in my opinion, and I think in the opinion of many.
I 100% agree with that. I mean, you just have to look at the impact that she had in the industry.
Mhm.
I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer, and I'm
Yep.
shocked that she isn't already. But
It's surely going to happen someday.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Surely. I mean, especially with Triple H being where he is in the company, like you got to think that that's coming sooner than later.
Hopefully, we got off on that tangent.
Yeah.
What we were talking about?
Well, we were talking about Baron Corbin coming back.
How do we get on to China from Baron Corbin? Okay,
I bet I don't
Andre
know,
Battle
but-
Royal. That's
Yeah,
that's
you
what led to
know,
that.
you know,
Okay,
it's
okay,
what we do, man.
okay. No, but I was glad to see Baron Corbin back. I mean, who will ever forget? I mean, Baron Corbin. Listen, King of the Ring, Money in the Bank winner. Is he a former U.S. champion? I feel like he is. He was in that. He was in that conversation at least for a good while. If he isn't a former U.S. champion himself, who will ever forget when he lost the crown and lost all? He was just down on his luck. Who will ever forget wearing that white spaghetti sauce stained shirt and him just bum Corbin?
Yeah.
Who will ever forget that? It was, oh my gosh. Some of during the pandemic too.
Yeah.
Some of the funniest character
Yeah.
work I've ever seen in my
Yeah, it was entertaining for sure.
I had this can of spaghetti and I tried to slam it on the ground to open it and it got on me. You have to go back and watch. I can't explain it enough. It was tremendous. And then he won. He won. He got lucky in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then became Happy Corbin.
Yeah.
And that was a SmackDown in Little Rock. And I was there when he was introduced as Happy Corbin.
Yeah.
So.
And that was cheesy.
With
and
a horrible theme song.
Yeah.
That even he himself will tell you he did not like.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah. Glad he's back.
Then we got and we'll get into Saturday night's main event coming up.
Yes.
But this was announced on SmackDown. So Sami Zayn and Gunther against Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. So we will see Sami Zayn. We're gonna see Sami Zayn. Curious to see, because I'm sure before the match at some point backstage they're going to do an interview. I'm sure we'll get a classic Sami Zayn rant.
Keep your water bottles safe, folks.
Yeah, something's going to go flying. Then we had Jimmy Uso and Royce Keys, because Royce Keys keeps kind of butting into family business. Kind of inserting himself, trying to talk to Jacob. And man, I tell you what, I was happy to see. I was happy to see that Jimmy beat Royce clean. Like, he was a little, like, he got distracted in a sense, but there was no interference. There was no cheap shot. There was no low blow. Like, Jimmy, he got a little distracted, and then when he turned around, Jimmy hit him with the spear and pinned him.
Yeah.
Jimmy hit him with a decent spear.
Yeah.
You don't see him do too many of those, but I like seeing that. And then, of course, Solo, you got the beef with all that, but I think Solo came out. Solo had come out. That's what distracted Royce Keys.
Yes.
Because Jimmy was leaned back against the barrier, and Solo came out there, and Fatu came running out to get Solo. And Jimmy gets back in the ring and then hit Royce with the spear.
Yeah.
But then you had the whole thing after that, and Fatu had Solo in the corner, had his neck and head in the chair.
This is on SmackDown.
This is all on SmackDown.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he went to run like he was going to, do that little splash or whatever.
The wrecking ball.
Yeah. And then he stopped and told him, next time I ain't going to stop, you better be at Raw.
You better be at Raw Monday night for the family.
Yeah. And so that's how that finished off. And so that pretty much sums up SmackDown.
And then fast forward to Raw, we get a Jimmy Uso, Royce Keys rematch from a commercial break all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing, man.
And then,
that was like...
Solo shows up there and says, "All right, guys, I'm here." Something to the effect of, "All right, I'm here. I was lost. I'm here now."
Yeah.
And walked in the ring and put his one up. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Solo's back in the bloodline." And Jimmy's like, "Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man." Him and Jacob and Solo in the middle of the ring, they all stand there and put their ones up. And then Solo looks at Jimmy and is like, "Nah."
I was about to say,
and I was like,
the subtlety that I feel like a lot of people missed was the one, and then it went to
it went to the spike.
The thumb, and I was like, but man, like I was excited at first, but in my mind I was just like, man, this is just going too easy. Like, it was too, like, just 1 week of sparing them, and you know what I'm saying, like. But
that's family.
But I was here for it, I'm like, okay, cool, we got him back, Yeah. Now what are we doing? And then he did the thumb and smile, and I was like, oh God, here we go.
Who should say we still won't get him back at some point?
No, I think it happens. I think it does happen. It's just a matter of when, how far they want to drag it out. But then we had LA Knight run out.
LA Knight with a chair.
LA Knight runs out with the chair.
Might as well call him the chairman of WWE.
Yeah, seriously. He had some, what do you call it? He said, unfortunate event.
Was it an unfortunate event?
I think it was unfortunate event.
Something like that. It's close enough anyway. Yeah. Something. It was pretty funny.
But he challenged them to a match. So we're getting Jimmy, Jay, and Jacob against Solo, LA, and Royce.
Yeah.
So
6-man tag at SummerSlam.
So that's cool. That's going to be good, man. And it's a good way to get all of them involved. I don't know, man. Bloodline's got to win that, man. Bloodline's got to win it.
You would think.
Like, I'm not going to be happy if the Bloodline don't win it, obviously, because I'm a little biased. But if you're trying to build them up, if you're building up this Bloodline, but I'm going to be honest, I'm a little confused because Roman has not acknowledged any of that stuff going on. Still hasn't acknowledged Jay.
Something to think about.
So, like, it's been a few weeks since Roman said anything about the family that you've seen him talking to Jacob or Jimmy or Jay. Like, even in his stuff at the end, which I can't wait to talk about, he never talks Bloodline.
So it's a layer and a wrinkle and everything that kind of goes unnoticed.
But I'm not upset about it because I mean,
it may be by design is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I do like that this new Roman thing is him on his own and we'll get into that in a little bit. I don't want to jump too far ahead because there's a whole lot to unpack in that, man. That was so much fun. I thought I had the Raw results here, and I don't have them. I've got the Saturday Night Main Event card here. I'm trying to think of what else happened on Raw.
So on Raw, we had Roman and Seth sign the contract.
Yeah.
And at first, I was like, "You just want to talk about it now?"
Let's
or
just
you
go
want
ahead.
to save it?
Let's go ahead and talk about it because anything else is worth forgetting if we talk about this, because this was great.
I still remember other stuff from Raw besides
This
this. But so they signed the contract, and like, when have you ever seen a contract signing go down where they actually signed the contract and they left it at
Yeah.
that? That's kind of what it looked like.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they both had words and barbs at each other. You know, and yeah, so they signed. Seth went to walk off, like, all right, see you at SummerSlam, you know, and Roman's like, you know, what if you do beat me?
But
What if?
let's talk about some of the things that were said. So
Yeah.
So here
we go.
Here are the two things that Seth said that were some zingers. You know, he said there are three things that are certain in life: death, taxes, and Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns. Obviously, that got under Roman's skin a little bit. And then this one, even as a Roman fan, I was like, ooh, when Seth was like, before he got out of the ring, he said, "I'll see you next time you decide to show up to work." I was like, God, got him. But then Roman, and listen, guys. First of all, this is great anyway. The mic work was great. But if you go back and see Roman from years ago on the mic, you have an even greater appreciation for this stuff.
Completely different.
Like when he was the big dog in there with John Cena and he forgot his lines.
Suffer and succotash.
Like, God.
Oh, who'll never forget? Cena ate him up
Oh my
live
God.
on
Chewed
TV.
him up and
live for the world to see, too, man.
Man, humiliating.
It's called a promo, kid. You might want to learn how to cut one to keep up. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. So if you witnessed any of that, you have a much greater appreciation for the stuff I'm about to read you. So let's see. Let me just see. I think they've got these in order. So he did. He said, as Seth was one of them, he's like, "What if you do beat me?" You know, and he said something about, he said, yeah, there it is. Let's say you do beat me. Are you going to hold it for a couple of months and get hurt again? Because every time Seth wins a title, he gets hurt.
Yeah.
You have it confused that you're on the same level as at SummerSlam. You have it confused that you're on the same level, talking about them being on the same level. Unfortunately, they don't have punctuation in this. At SummerSlam, I show you what number one looks like. After all, and I wish I remembered what he said right before this, but he was like, "You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why he's a number two? You want me to tell you why he's a number two? Because after all these years, he still needs a Money in the Bank briefcase to become champion." And it's like, because if you go back and you look at Seth Rollins' WWE championships, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like he's had one-on-one matches and just won them.
There's a couple of them where he's cashed in, obviously, and he mentioned faking the injury.
Yeah, he threw
last
that.
Year at SummerSlam, cashing in.
That's the next
the ruse of the century.
And that's the next one. He said if that's not bad enough, he had to fake an injury to use the blank thing,
which was pulled off beautifully.
It was beautiful. It was cinema. It was. I mean, we use that a lot, but it was great.
And that was on season 1 of Unreal. They unpacked all that. If you want to go back and watch that on Netflix.
But then this one's my favorite one. Oh my God, this one's my favorite. He said, "Your work daddy Triple H is running this joint, and you still couldn't walk in my shoes." Number 2,
work daddy.
He hit him with the work daddy.
Yep.
He hit him with the work daddy. Oh my gosh. He said that, and I came up out of my chair. I was like, oh, man, that one got him.
And then, if I remember correctly, did Seth hit him with a pedigree?
He ends up hitting him with one, yeah.
Yeah, work daddy.
But he said, "You're number 2, always going to be number 2. I'm number 1, always going to be number 1. Just acknowledge it." B word.
B word. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, man. I mean, got him.
And yeah. And then, but Roman still had a stomp.
He did eat a stomp
at the end of the night. But
But you gotta have the build there. But man, I mean, that was
Good stuff.
fantastic. And it's like we still got a couple more weeks of this stuff, man.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
this is great. This is great. Them two in the ring is amazing.
Cinema.
What would be crazy, absolutely crazy. And it's a fantasy world, but is if at SummerSlam Dean Ambrose made an appearance.
Oh my gosh. If
God, could
only.
you
If
imagine?
only.
Could you
The
imagine?
world and the internet would explode.
But with the Seth Rollins stuff, man,
I don't
there's
think
just
it ain't gonna happen, but
no. Like I
if
said, it's
only.
a
If
fantasy.
only, man.
But
Yeah.
this Seth Rollins stuff has so much depth because Seth is the one that turned his back on the Shield. Roman is the one that Seth hit in the back.
Hmm.
Like it's always been Seth turning on Roman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yep.
so. And then Seth has always beat Roman.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's Roman's time. And like I was talking about earlier, I do like how like in all of Roman's matches since he's been back on this run, there's not been outside interference. There's not been outside influence. He's doing it on his own. That was the criticism of his long reign was that everything was,
Yeah.
bloodline interfered.
Hmm.
Bloodline did this. Bloodline did that. He couldn't win straight up. Well, he's winning straight up. And they're not even coming out with him right now.
Yeah.
Like, they always would come out with him, when he would do promos, contract signings, anything like that. Right now, he's coming out on his own, so there's no wise man. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
there's no Usos. There's no nothing. It's just Roman.
He just has the title boy in the back
Yeah,
to hand him his world championship.
which I love. I love. He pulls in, gets out the car, sticks his hand out, and someone hands him a title. But but I think this match, and again, guys, I know it's scripted. I know it's all written now.
The shows you watch and the movies you watch, they're scripted too,
Yeah,
folks. Okay, the things you're into and the entertainment that you're into, it's scripted too.
but with
Guys, it's just
but
there's
with
nothing like this.
but with that being said, I think this match is such a pivotal moment in Roman's career.
Hmm.
Like, if you don't beat Seth at SummerSlam,
Yeah.
it's an asterisk
Yeah, and by the way, there's a
on your
lot
career.
more realism to this than anybody that doesn't watch or follow
Oh,
it could
oh
ever even
man.
acknowledge or imagine.
Yeah,
Listen, it mirrors real life a whole lot.
yeah,
Like this is entertainment, yes, but it is real on many levels,
yeah. It,
in
it,
ring and out.
I,
I
I
promise
think
you.
I think we mentioned it a few times, but if you think it's all fake, go do a backdrop.
I,
Just do
I,
a backdrop.
I can't believe we're still having this conversation in 2026.
Yeah,
Like it's we've moved on from the freaking 60s and 70s and 80s, folks. We know this. We don't care. And when wrestling blew up, it's when they pulled the curtain back. It's
yeah,
when Vince said, "Hey, this is entertainment.
yeah,
We're not going to pay your stupid, Seth Athletic Commission taxes
yeah,
because we're entertainment."
yeah.
So
Greatest thing they ever
shove it.
did, by the way.
Yes, duh, obviously.
Like
So
don't insult our intelligence, but
yeah,
but like I said, even with all that, like this is such a defining moment in Roman's career.
hmm
Like you have to beat Seth here. You have to.
yeah. The folks that just that are down and wrestling, watch Unreal. Do yourself a favor. Get
Yes.
educated at
Yeah.
least to watch Unreal. Like, good grief, it'd be like me telling someone how to get a tan and grow hair on their head. And just clearly, I know nothing about either. So
That was
anyway,
great. So I think Roman has to win, man. I just think he
yeah,
has
yeah,
to.
he does.
I mean, if he doesn't, there's no mystique or prestige to the tribal chief. In my opinion, like you lose that aura.
Seth is the one turd in the punch bowl of his whole aura
Yeah.
because he's never beaten Seth clean. Seth has always beaten him, even if it's by disqualification. Like I was at that Royal Rumble when Seth fought him and Seth was in the shield gear. At the Royal Rumble, I was there. It was a disqualification. Roman's never beat Seth clean. He needs to.
Yeah.
After all
He
these
has
years,
to.
he still hasn't.
He
And
has to.
and on the surface, looking at that, you can't believe that, but it's a fact.
Mhm.
So Roman needs to correct that.
It's like the one thing left on his resume that hasn't been done. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like that
Yep.
that could be put up, like it's the one achievement in WWE
Yep.
that he had. Like he's done everything else
Yeah.
except this one thing. And you could tell by the way the atmosphere around them, like, and the way they're playing it out, like he knows that. Like he
Mhm.
knows that.
Yeah.
Seth's using that. But you can tell like how big this is to Roman.
Yeah. I may ask you this again as we get closer to SummerSlam. Do you think this is the last time we see Roman and Seth?
Well, I almost said a while ago, how many more opportunities do they have? I
You
mean,
think
they're both, Seth's body's banged up.
Seth's been talking recently about,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'm getting up there. I'm getting up there. It'll get a little long in the tooth.
Roman's mid 40s. Not that that's old in wrestling,
No, no, we're not saying that. We're
but
saying what Seth has said.
with the wave of younger talent and with the part-time schedule, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a family man.
Hmm.
He's got a wife, he's got kids. He's getting into the movie scene a little more now. Like,
Football analyst.
yeah. So I mean, I just don't see a lot of opportunities down the road for him.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I just don't. I think this is probably the last opportunity, because you got to think after this you've got to turn the page and work Oba back into the title picture.
I don't think that'll be difficult.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
it'll be difficult.
no, not going to be hard at all. But I'm saying, like, it's not like you've got a lot of time to rehash this, because Oba and Reigns has got to be WrestleMania, or
I would
Oba and
say
whoever
so.
wins this match. You know what I'm saying? It could be Oba and Rollins, but
I can't imagine Roman losing though.
no, no,
Losing to Seth for a title. I can't imagine
no.
that. Hadn't happened. It hadn't happened yet without a Money in the Bank cash in
Yeah.
or somebody else being involved in the match. It just
And it's crazy to say that Roman needs a win at this point in his career. But out of the two, Roman needs this a lot more than Seth does.
yeah, yeah.
Because like I said, if Roman takes this loss, the whole tribal chief thing just has a big question mark.
It's got a big cloud over it. For
Yeah,
sure.
like, so Roman's got to have it, man. He's
Mhm.
got to have it. I think he wins it. I think he wins it clean, which is how I think it has to be. I don't want to see bloodline interference. I want to see it clean.
Yeah, it has to be definitive.
Yeah,
No questions asked. No loopholes.
yeah,
No. Well, one for this or one for that. It's got
yeah,
to be
yeah.
straight on
So,
through.
um, but looking forward to the next couple of weeks of back and forth with those guys, man. Not that match needs any more hype, but
But we're gonna
the
get
more
more.
that we can get,
That's a good thing.
yeah,
We got more to go.
yeah. Um, we had a gauntlet match for number one contender for the Intercontinental title.
And a darn good one at that.
It was good, but it was a little predictable for me. I just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, well, yeah, Gable's going to win that,
It was either
because,
him or Javon to me.
well, for me, what did it for Gable was that SummerSlam's in Minnesota.
But I thought it would be Gable. I couldn't
Yeah,
see how's Gable going to lose right now with all this momentum.
yeah.
Yeah,
My straw fell out of my wall.
I do wish he would quit the clapping though.
Yeah,
Maybe it's getting over though. I don't know. The crowd was clapping with him.
I think
Maybe it's
that's.
getting over.
I
Maybe
think
it's
they're
getting over.
trying to get it over. I think they're trying to do it, but
Gable.
no,
Gable.
I'm done with it. I don't like it.
I didn't like it either.
But the gauntlet match itself was great, and Gable Penta for the IC title is going to be a awesome, phenomenal match.
Reminds me a little bit of. You ever seen SummerSlam '02? It's probably my favorite SummerSlam to watch. The opening match is Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle. One of the best opening
Yeah,
matches in a WWE PLE ever.
yeah,
Go out of your way if you have not seen it. Like when I think opening matches, Brett and Owen, WrestleMania 10, and Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, SummerSlam '02. Those are the two best opening matches to
yeah.
a WWE event ever. Could be that good.
Yeah.
Penta and Chad Gable, it mirrors that.
I
to
have
me.
no reason to believe it won't be. I mean, honestly, like those two guys, I mean, when it comes to just technical wrestling, those two guys have it. I think they're going to put on a show. I think it has potential to be match of the PL, not just match of the night because it's a 2 night thing, but I'm saying
Yeah.
match of the PLE. Like
think-
I think it's got that potential, and I think Gable wins. I think he becomes your Intercontinental
He
Champion.
might. He just might. Yeah.
Hometown, you're getting this push. I think it's a great opportunity. You don't want to miss the wave. You know what I'm saying? To
No.
get a title, even if it's
Yeah.
not a long reign, like you don't want to miss that wave to get the title on them. I think Gable wins it.
I would agree. And I hope his family's there too.
Yeah.
Because being from Minnesota,
I
that's
think they
where
will
Gable.
be. I think they
I hope
will
so.
be.
I mean,
I think
if
they'll
they were in
make a big deal
Mexico,
of it.
they
Yeah.
gotta be in
Yeah,
Mexico.
they went to Mexico to watch that. They're going to go to Minnesota and watch this. I'm happy for him, man. I
Yeah.
am happy for him. And speaking of, Gable and the ties that he had, you saw Otis, man. Poor Otis.
I was like, Otis, he's bad news, babe. He's bad news.
Him and Tozawa
Talking
coming
to
out.
Maxine Dupree about Austin Theory, and it's like, I got something to get off my chest. It's like, oh no,
Yeah,
oh
don't
no,
do it.
oh
Otis.
no.
Don't do it, man.
He didn't get that far.
No,
He tried. Maxine Dupree suckered him in, man.
boy, I
Suckered
tell
him
you what,
in like, oh my gosh.
man.
She has turned wicked.
Yeah, but it's
All the
great
way the
though.
other
Like,
direction.
but let's be honest, she was not going to make it as a face. They tried it, it just didn't get over.
Intercontinental champion.
Yeah, but it didn't get over though. Like, I mean, the crowd just wasn't with her. I think your only choice was to make everyone hate her. Because I feel like no one really liked her that much anyway. Like as far as from a fan perspective, like she just didn't seem to be getting over. So you throw her in the heel role, make her a villain, and I mean it seems to be working right now.
Well, it's brand new, it's fresh, so
Yeah.
we'll see. I kind of feel like they don't give some things enough time like that
I agree with that.
sometimes.
I agree with that. I think they're a little quick to pull the plug sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
makes
gotta let it
switches.
cook, man. You gotta let it cook.
Like, give it a little bit more time. Let's
Yeah.
see whether or not it's going to go anywhere or not. And if not, like, we understand. Let's go another direction then. Then we get it. But
But we talk a lot about Braun Breaker Spears. And has anyone checked on Tozawa? Has anyone checked to see if he's in one whole piece? Because I swear to God, it looked like Braun Breaker went directly through him. Like,
Man.
that might have been the cleanest spear I've ever seen. And we've seen some great ones from Braun.
The best spear of all time has been Braun speared I Shall Speed in the Royal Rumble match.
This one,
the best spear of all time.
but I think this one contends with it. And I think if we had a different camera angle, we would see that this one was, because this one was tough, man. But yeah, that one, I bet he still hurts from that.
I Shall Speed will feel that. His grandkids felt that. His grandkids will feel that 30 years from now. If he has any.
But I want to see the direction that we're going now with the Vision, because they went backstage. Paul Heyman walked away from them. Last week we talked about what happens with Heyman.
Yeah.
Heyman was like, "What do you need me for?"
What do you need me for? And then left.
So we're officially done with Heyman and the Vision.
I feel like, yeah.
I think it's time to change the name. Like we gotta lose the Vision.
Or just don't have a name.
Yeah.
Just be a group, but just don't have an official name for your group. Just be the individuals you are, but you're together in a group.
Yeah.
Like,
but
I don't see that why we have to have a name for everything.
Yeah.
There's not really a fitting name for,
Yeah. But we talked about that. Like every group, they got a name. Every tag team, they've got to throw some kind of name. Like it's okay.
I always hated like the makeshift tag team names.
Yeah.
Like the Miz and Big Show were together.
Yeah.
Show Miz. No, stop it.
Yeah.
Jericho and the Big Show. Jericho. No, stop it. They're not a Hollywood dating couple.
No.
They're not Brangelina. Freaking like, no, God, they're not Benifer.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. Like, no.
Well, I mean that.
Stop.
Yeah, I hate that stuff, man.
God.
I think they just need to drop the name of the Vision.
Yeah.
And just see where it goes. But man, at some point, Braun Breaker's got to escape that.
Yes.
He's too good on his own. He doesn't need that. He's not a tag team wrestler. Like he is Braun Breaker.
Even though his dad and uncle were
Correct.
obviously
Correct.
Steiner brothers.
But
But
he has not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's built a name for himself as a singles.
Mhm.
And I think you've got to, and obviously Logan Paul's injury is why they're in that position.
Yep.
But you know, that's a man that catches a lot of crap. People hate him, and that's fine. But you've got to give that man credit. Number one, for his in-ring work, and number two, like how many people? What, he's got a torn tricep? How many people is going to show up to TV like that with the like?
Yeah.
Bro, like that says something, man. Like the guy loves the business. Like if you
Yeah.
watch interviews with him, he loves the business. What more can you ask for?
And he doesn't have to do this.
No,
He does it because he
no, he's
wants to.
got
Like
money.
he's set for life. Like
He
by
does
far,
this.
the creator of Prime.
Yeah.
I mean, like that plus his
His
YouTube
YouTube,
career
he
and
does this
just
for the love of the business.
and this now, yeah. I mean, it's he started part time, yes, but this God from match one, and I think I saw his second match ever at SummerSlam against The Miz. I was there. Actually, I saw his first two. I was at WrestleMania that year. So I saw his first two matches in person. Like,
Yeah.
it just, nothing wrong at all with his
No.
in-ring work,
No.
ever.
And it just
Ever.
keeps getting better.
Yeah. I mean, he got injured, but everybody gets injured at some
Yeah.
point. That comes with it.
Yeah.
That's
part of
to
the
be
business.
expected. But yeah, Logan Paul just picked this up, and it's as if he's done it for years, and he hasn't. But he's Logan Paul. He can do
Yeah.
all that.
The only other thing that happened on Monday, really, that I feel like we need to talk about, and it's something that, again, I'm going to let it cook. I'm going to let it cook before I judge it. But the Lyra Valkyria and Bailey,
Lyra
it's interesting.
had some hard feelings and shared them to Bailey's face.
Yeah,
And really ate her alive and cooked her alive in front of an
he
audience.
did.
Saying she's always been the worst of the four horsewomen. Um, I forget what all she said, but at the moment it was just like, ooh, gosh, like I don't know if it cuts much deeper. Like the way you can talk to a person that you were once close with, and you're just ripping them to shreds verbally. Lyra looks like she hadn't taken a bath in 3 weeks.
She looked homeless.
Whoo, man.
And therein lies my confusion. Why?
She's gone off the deep end, man. She's
Like-
just gone off the deep end. She's gone crazy lady on us.
I saw people talking online. They're making it like a fallen Valkyrie. You know,
I don't know.
I don't know. I just like does she have to look like she threw up all over herself before she walked out to the ring? Like,
She looks dilemmated,
like,
if that's even a word.
first of all, when she started walking out, she looked like Nikki Cross as Sister Abigail. Like I was
Or
just
Nikki
like,
Cross as Nikki Cross.
sorry, Nikki Cross is Nikki Cross. Yeah, like, but but yeah, man, I'm just kind of confused at the look right now.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, I'm going to let it cook. I'm going to give it some time because I do think it's something that we're going to get as it builds.
She looked like a homeless bird lady.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
did.
she did. She looked disheveled.
Slimmer version of the lady from Home Alone.
Little rough.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Or like the girl that crawls out of the TV in the ring.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the show that the girl crawls out the TV?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't do horror movies, but I'm just
I don't
saying,
either,
like,
but I do know that.
pick one because she fit all.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Yeah.
it was kind of rough, but man, she did cook her on the mic, man. She cooked her.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming we're gonna get them at
We're getting
at
them at,
SummerSlam.
we're getting them at Saturday night's main event is what we're
Are
getting.
they- are-
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is. It's Saturday night main
Yep.
event.
Saturday
Yeah,
night's
right
main
there.
event. So that's this weekend. Bailey, Lyra Valkyria in the Garden.
So Saturday night's main event is shaping up like this: Cody Rhodes and CM Punk versus Sami Zayn and Gunther in a tag team match. Danhausen and JD McDonough in a no DQ match.
No disqualification.
No DQ, which during the gauntlet match, Danhausen came out during Mysterio's match. He's like, "You are cursed," and then the pyro went off on the one that
The
that
pyro went off
Mysterio
on the
wasn't
wrong
even on. He's
post.
and Danhausen's like, but it still worked out.
And then him and JD disappeared. Danhausen left his did they call it the curse mobile or something? They had the official name for it. I
And
feel like,
by the way,
but they left it there. I'm like, what? No, dude, get your car.
can I pitch this? When you create the first Danhausen figure, can you please create the car as well?
I guarantee you, we're going to see it probably revealed next week. I think San Diego Comic Con's next week. I feel like, or
We
week after.
have to have it.
I feel like we're going to see images of one, possibly more than one Danhausen figure of
I
something.
mean, Danhausen needs the what are the what do I always forget what the
Ultimate Edition.
No, the Ultimate for sure. Yes, we need the Ultimate.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the
Elite.
other one, like Elite. I don't know why I always forget that. Like I don't want the regular main event whatever one. Like we don't want that.
Which I bet there will be that too.
I mean, we'll take it, but I want at least an Elite. But give me an Ultimate and give me the car.
We want the car.
I need the car, and I will take that out of the box, and I will take my Danhausen figure out of the box, and I will put him in that car. I have to have that.
Yeah.
Right now.
Mattel, we want Danhausen in the car. Yes.
But make it a package deal.
Yes. Well, yes. We got Brock with a forklift a couple years ago. We got Rey Mysterio and his lowrider from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We got that. We need Eddie and his lowrider. We need JBL and his limo with the horns on the front. We need DX's Jeep that we thought was a tank when they invaded WCW.
Yeah.
We need that. We got all those figures in
the
Legends
plane that DX spray painted DX on. Like, why didn't we get that?
By the way, the corporate jet is up for sale. Did you see this?
Oh, no, I did not.
The WWE corporate jet is online. It's up for
did they
sale.
take a check?
It's I mean it's like $10 million, but I mean it's
well, I mean, as long as they don't cash it
it's up
for the
for
rest
sale.
of my life, we're good.
I did see it. It's up for sale. If you got 10 million, plus, it can be yours.
But if they do the Danhausen figure, like that thing will stay sold out.
They'll do minifigures. They'll do minifigures. Okay, they will flood. There will be as many Danhausen figures as there will be Rey Mysterio figures. And Mattel makes a lot of Rey Mysterio figures.
Oh my god! Every set it seems like has a Rey Mysterio
and Cena. Well, because Rey sells, and that's what they've always said.
And AJ Styles.
Because kids eat up Rey Mysterio like candy. So I mean, that's that.
Yeah, my kids loved Rey Mysterio, and they didn't even care for wrestling.
Yeah, it's
a
thing.
So, but man, Danhausen, I'm ready for the figure. I'm ready for it.
I bet we'll see it. I think it's next week. It's Comic-Con. I bet we'll see it next week.
I hope so.
I bet we will.
I hope so. Then we get Saturday Night Main Event. So then we get Brie Bella and Paige versus Fatal Influence, or for the Women's Tag Team Championship. I don't know that I could care any less for a match. Bayley and Lyra, and then Roman Reigns meets Jalen Brunson. So
Roman Reigns and Jalen Brunson in the Garden at the same time.
Yep. So that's going to be cool.
By the way, just it being in Madison Square Garden by itself is special enough.
Absolutely.
That's WWE's home arena, home turf. That's where they were for decades and decades up there in the Northeast before they went national, then eventually global.
Yeah.
And I mean, Madison Square Garden is always going to be their home.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you can tell they go there as much as they possibly can.
That's where all the big events happen. Like all of Bruno's big Bruno sold out the Garden 1,000,000 times, it seems like, as champion. That's where all the big events took place on like a monthly basis, I feel like, 60s, 70s, 80s. Even into the Hulkamania era, they still went there on like a monthly basis in the 80s. WrestleMania 1 happened there. The first SummerSlam happened there. They've had at least one or two of the tentpole events.
Yeah.
Outside of WrestleMania happened there. WrestleMania 1 happened there. 10 happened there. 20 happened there. So lots of history.
Yeah.
And it's thick.
So Saturday Night Main Event, Saturday night on Peacock. Can't wait for that. I'm wondering if maybe, when Roman's out there, if Rollins is going to show up, have something to say. Who knows? You just never know. You never know. But that's going to be exciting. Jalen Brunson, right now he's the king of New York, bringing the Knicks a title. So that's going to be cool. And he's a big wrestling fan. So
and he is.
So yeah, we've
seen him get involved before.
Yeah, him
in the Garden.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
But he threw up the one on X, and said he'll be there. So looking forward to that. It's gonna be awesome. So Saturday Night Main Event on Saturday. Of course, Friday Night SmackDown. Monday Night Raw. But man, let's touch on what we missed last week.
Yeah.
And the reason for the shirt.
Yes. So I was off of social media, off my phone last week. I was trying to play catch up. Work got in the way the week before, and I was playing catch up in time for our show, which I was successful, but I'd missed. Um, Last week was the 30th anniversary of, in my opinion, the greatest heel turn of all time.
100%.
It wasn't Cena last year.
No,
Not at all.
no.
Not by a long shot.
No.
I remember watching Nitro would come on the air before Raw at some point. And I remember watching and seeing Scott Hall walk down, or at the time, Razor Ramon, to me and you,
Yeah.
walking down the stands and just into the ringside area, and the match they were having just stopped. It's like, what's this? He grabs the mic and just gets the ring and starts talking. You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. And my first impression is, dadgummit, Razor's in WCW. Dadgummit, they took Razor too.
Yeah.
They took Lex back in the fall, and now here's Razor. And I'm like, dadgummit, like, and I'm a WWE guy. I'm like, no, because it seems like WCW is just really getting the momentum. And now there's Razor, and they don't ever acknowledge him or call him by his name. They just call him an outsider. You know, and I'm like, oh, okay. So he's not there. Like, he's not there. He's from WWE, but he's. You want a war? You got one. Okay, he's calling them out.
Yeah.
At least that's what I thought. Like I growing up here and not having internet, not knowing, not reading dirt sheets, not anything like that. Just watching and following along as I'm watching the shows. Right. I didn't know anything about the curtain call. Didn't know anything about who's coming or going. None of that. So I'm under the impression that Razor Ramon just showed up on Nitro. Vince set him there, and now we're going to see what happens. And then the next week, at the end of that Nitro, I caught the tail end of it when Raw went off the air, and then there's Diesel standing there with him, and I'm like, but then at the same time, the WWE on Raw or on any of their shows, they don't even acknowledge this is happening. They just go on like nothing's happening. So I'm like, okay. And eventually I get like, okay. Then they started mentioning by their real names, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. Now I'm like, okay, so it's an angle, but still, like, nothing like this has ever happened. And then at the Grand American Bash, they powerbombed Eric Bischoff off the stage through a table, and that was like, no one's ever done that before to the boss of a company. I mean, it's like, holy crap. And then Bash at the Beach rolls around. We got Sting, Luger, and Macho against the Outsiders and their third guy, who they've not said who it was yet.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Keep in mind they're talking about a third guy, and so everyone's like, "Who could it be? Who could it be?"
And I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking it's got to be somebody from WWE, from up north. It's the only way this is going to work. And I'm thinking, Brett's been out since WrestleMania 12. Hadn't seen Brett. Brett's been off doing Lonesome Dove and doing nothing here. So I'm thinking it's going to be Bret Hart. I thought Bret Hart. I thought Mabel. I thought Tatanka. Guys like that. Bam Bam Bigelow. Guys like that. Guys that you haven't seen in a little bit in the WWE. And then watching the match, and it's like, down comes Hulk Hogan, and at the time, I don't think it's going to be Hulk Hogan. I'm thinking Hulk's coming down just to
Save the day.
just to help out, just to be there for when the third guy does show up,
But keep in mind, at this time, Hogan's character had grown so stale. Like
Yeah,
he
but
was getting
still,
booed. Like,
yeah, but still,
no,
Hulk,
you
like,
still never in a million years would have imagined.
it was never even thought of, or even the idea approached that Hogan would like just turn into a bad guy. It just can't happen, just impossible. And then he gets in the ring, rips his shirt off, stares down the Outsiders, and then he just backs up into the corner. Leg
drop.
And I'm like, and fans were PO'd.
And that's when stuff
threw trash in the ring,
man.
And Mean Gene gets in there. And Hulk's like, Mean Gene, you gotta tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say. And I'm like,
stuff you would never would have imagined coming out of Hulk
And they
Hogan's
never
mouth.
stopped throwing. They never stopped throwing
No,
trash in the
no, like
ring.
they were
Never,
getting
never. There was a
nailed
fan
in the
that tried to get
stomach.
in. They stomped him out.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, oh.
15-year-old me was heartbroken, man. I was like,
You were heartbroken? You were mad about it?
man, because I was diehard Hulk Hogan, like
Yeah.
Hulkamania. Like I never at the time I never wanted to see him turn heel. Like I just I never would have imagined. And I was just in shock, man.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But now it didn't take me long to be like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is awesome. And let's be honest, that move, that change
Mhm.
prolonged his career so much.
And that promo, as that after that happened, as they're showering the ring and those guys with trash, that's when he says, "You can call this the New World Order of
Yeah.
Wrestling, brother." I don't think the name was like set in
No.
stone. It was organic. It just came like that, like the Four Horsemen name back in the day. Arn Anderson just called himself the Four Horsemen one day on TV, and it stuck. That's what Hulk did. Called himself the New World Order of Wrestling, and it
Yeah.
just stuck. So NWO it is, and
Yeah, he just
the rest is
kind of
history.
that was just kind of off the cuff, and like you said, it just stuck. They were like, "New World,
Mhm.
that's it."
And
There you
then,
go.
and I'm still a WWE guy, but I'm like, oh, I'm flipping back and forth. Like I can't, this is can't miss. Like I just, oh, there were times I wanted to stay on TNT and
Yeah.
stay on Nitro, but I can't because I'm a loyal WWE guy.
And some of y'all
Always
don't
was.
understand. We didn't have DVRs back then.
No,
Like, we didn't
no,
have streaming where you could just
no.
turn around and stream it later. Like you either had to put in a VHS tape and record one of them and watch the other, which is what I did most nights. I would record one
Yeah.
and watch the other.
See, I didn't have that ability. I had the last channel button
Yeah.
set to
Previous
USA and
channel.
TNT,
Previous
USA
channel. Yep.
TNT, USA TNT. Oh, now Nitro would re-air like after Raw went off the air. Like something else would come on, but then Nitro would come back on like 10 to midnight or something like that, our time, Central Time. But my mom never would let me stay up to watch it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I would have watched the whole thing in real time as it
Yeah.
happened. Like, but I wasn't allowed to. So, but man, from that point on, everything changed and it hasn't been the same since, quite frankly. That whole thing forced it caught the business on fire in a way that hasn't been seen since. I'm getting a cramp in my leg. Bear with me. But WWE had to completely change the way it went about everything. It had to completely change its image and its approach to everything. And thank
Without
goodness for Steve Austin.
without that, there's no Monday Night War.
Yeah, no,
Like that's, I mean, that because
that could have been the kill shot. It
yeah,
really could have been.
yeah,
If it wasn't for Steve Austin, it might have been. Really.
yeah,
I mean, really, seriously. Stone Cold caught fire. Right at the same time, pretty much.
yeah,
That Austin 316, we celebrated the 30-year anniversary of that like
yeah.
2 weeks ago. So it all just kind of, man, if it wasn't for Stone Cold, I mean, I'm just saying.
Honestly, I feel like WWE caught lightning in a bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and WCW, they were just banking on, man, hopefully this works. You know, like because a Hogan heel turn could be what it turned out to be, or it could have been a monumental flop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like that was a risky move. You know, a guy like Hogan, because it wasn't like how it's been over the past 10 years where people are like, man, Cena needs to turn heel, Cena needs to turn. You didn't really have that kind of stuff then.
Yeah.
You didn't dream about your biggest baby faces even thinking about turning heel, you know, which is why the Cena one, yes, it was great, but it
It was a
doesn't
shock.
compare because people have been begging for it for so long. Nobody was begging for Hulk Hogan to turn heel. People just want him to quit. People wanted to be done. People were just tired of the gimmick,
Yeah.
the steroid thing, you know, and how and if you haven't watched the Netflix documentary, you need to watch it because
Yeah.
he gets really open and honest about all that and how it
Good, bad,
affected
everything in
him.
between. Yeah.
Yeah, and how it affected him, you know,
Yeah.
personally and mentally. It's great, man. You see a different side of Hogan there, but nobody was begging for this, and so it was a gamble. They took it. They took a risk, and boy, did it pay off.
It did. Man, it did. And yeah, I mean,
that shirt right there
you can still buy this shirt
is
today.
still one of the top shirts out there, like,
Yeah.
and most common. Like, people still buy NWO shirts. Like, I need a new one because I lost mine from high school. But that shirt right there will stand the test of time.
You could after that, dude, you could buy an NWO shirt at JCPenney. Like I remember walking into JCPenney, like in Harrison, because I grew up in Marshall. If you're from Arkansas, if you're familiar with where those places are, and they would have that one black shirt, but it was like a silver, like chromey looking NWO logo. Every time I would just stare at that shirt and be like, oh, I want that shirt so bad, but I'm a WWF guy. I can't force myself to spend money on a WCW product. I just can't.
Yeah.
Even though I wanted to so bad. And then WWE bought WCW years later anyway. Now it's okay. Now it's cool. Now I can be
Yeah.
like, okay, you know what? I'm out of the closet. NWO fan. NWO for life. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So now I've got this NWO shirt. I got the white one. I have the one with the six ball on the back, which is Six's shirt. I have an NWO hoodie. That's pretty dope. I have, gosh, I've got so much NWO stuff. I have, I'm not wearing them now, but I have shoes that Chalkline made years ago. They look like Converse Chuck Taylors, but they have the NWO pattern all over them.
Oh, sweet.
They're sweet. They're sweet. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I just think it's the most influential, biggest, best group in the history of wrestling because of the impact it had and what it did, and how the business changed because of it. And
Absolutely. I think that's the biggest takeaway right there, man, is like not just what it did
how's my
for
coming tied, by the way? Me just stretching my leg.
not not just what it did for the careers of a Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and a Hulk Hogan.
Who were already stars, by the way.
They were.
They
They were. But they took on a whole different persona.
Yeah.
Because like I said, they were Razor Ramon and Diesel.
Razor and Diesel. Yeah.
It didn't take long, in my opinion, and for me personally, to forget that. Like,
No.
I immediately quit looking at them as Razor Ramon and Diesel, and I was like, that's Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Hey, that's who they are. But like you said, like what it did for the wrestling business, like it completely changed. Like, it's like the road was going this way like this, and then the NWO came, and it's like, boom, here we go. Here we go. And it skyrocketed. And I think it brought in a lot of people who weren't wrestling fans, became wrestling fans.
It did. It absolutely did. Oh my gosh, the Monday Night War. I would go to school Tuesday mornings, and it's about all people would talk about was what happened on Raw or Nitro, and they would always ask my thoughts, my opinions about it. And I remember one time, as a little kid, getting picked on for this stuff, and me, as a little kid, just lashing out, being like, one day you're all going to watch wrestling, back in like third or fourth grade, if that. And this one time, it was during the Monday Night War, and everybody's just talking in class about Hogan, Goldberg, DDP, Rock, NWO, Austin, blah, 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 blah.
Shit, don't talk to me now.
And y'all remember back in the day when I said, you're all going to watch wrestling. You remember when I said that? Remember? Isn't that funny? So anyway, but man, what a time. And like, if y'all weren't alive back then, you younger folks, I feel so old saying that. You younger folks.
Go to the archives, man. Go to the archives and watch it. If you did not watch that Bash at the Beach, you've got to go watch that.
I believe it's on Netflix. Is that right?
I think it is.
Pretty sure. Oh no, it's on I think it's on YouTube. WCW. I think it's on WCW's YouTube channel. WCW YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure. I would hope so anyway. If it should be
would have
soon.
been on WWE Network.
I know it.
For our weekly We Want WWE Network rant.
I know it, man.
But it's out there. It's out. I mean, if nothing else, you can just YouTube Bash at the Beach '96. Like, you'll see it.
It should be there. If not, I don't see how it ain't there. But
yeah, you'll see it. Well worth the watch, man. But man, what a week! Looking forward to this week, man. We're creeping up on SummerSlam, SmackDown and Raw this week. We got Saturday night's main event. A lot of action, a lot of stuff to keep up with. I'm already looking forward to talking about it next week, and I don't even know what happened yet. So a lot of good stuff, man. I think the only thing we didn't really hit on was Trick Williams got a new U.S. title.
Oh my gosh.
How did we miss that?
And
The
well,
fur
well, we
title.
didn't. Well, it just happened on Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Yachty presented Trick Williams with his
Yeah.
own custom white fur covered United States title.
Yep.
And immediately my mind, my merch mind goes, that should be a merchandise item.
100%.
And sure enough, later that night, it was.
So now I need the coat.
They have the coat
and I need
have
the belt.
The white fur U.S. Championship. They're both on WWE Shop.
So WWE Shop, go spend your money.
Yeah.
They're trying to make me spend mine. I'm trying to hold out a little bit just because the LJN Series 3 dropped, and I'm trying to find that rock. I need the rock.
I'm trying to find all of them. It won't be today or tomorrow or the next day or
It's Jake the Snake, Roddy Piper, Jelly Roll, and The Rock in this series.
I figured Jelly Roll is going to be hard to find for everybody because fans, even Jelly Roll's fans by themselves, are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, it's a Jelly Roll doll!"
Yeah.
And Jelly's going to sell out pretty quick, I think.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to sound like that. I got nothing against Jelly Roll, not a thing at all. Jelly Roll's a heck of a person, a heck of a man, been through a lot, done a lot in his life, but he has more than made up for it and has a great career because of it. And I got nothing against Jelly Roll whatsoever. So he did well in the ring too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So
I'll get it if I see it. If I'm able to get it, I'll get my hands on it. If not, and it won't be tomorrow or the next day. It may be, sometime when I'm not trying to pay some stuff down.
And I still got my Ulafala. I need to get on WWE Shop and figure out when my Ulafala is shipping out because I'm irritated. I'm midway through July now. I want my Ulafala.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready to have that.
It's like an Austin 316 T-shirt type
deal. You know what? Let's just do an on-show update.
They're back ordered 7 times over.
No, dude.
Like you order it.
Let me just tell you,
you ordered it for. Did you order it for? You ordered that one for what? WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
I did.
You'll get it by Survivor Series.
Let's see. Let me see if I can go to my orders. Here we go. My orders.
Like back in the day when the Austin 316 T-shirt hit, I remember ordering that in the spring for my birthday.
Okay,
97, got it for Christmas practically, but anyway.
Still processing. Ordered. Okay, so I had to reorder it. What I did, so I ordered one, and then I can't remember what happened, and I had to reorder it, and so yeah, but it didn't change the date. I can't remember what happened, but I reordered it. Estimated arrival August 5th. It says it will ship on or before July 31st.
Okay.
So maybe 3 weeks out.
SummerSlam.
Yeah. So hopefully I have it by SummerSlam. Probably won't, but maybe. But anyway, so there's put that on the ticker after a while. Like breaking news: Rusty's Ulafala will be here by August 5th.
I also saw they released a newer Roman Reigns Superman Punch, the TV Authentic gauntlet set.
The fact that I don't have
like the
one
red and black looking one together.
The fact that I don't have one is criminal. How do I not have one of those?
Well, I would say you're one of mine, but they're not for sale.
I need to get online and order one, man. I got to get one. But anyway, man, we could sit and talk merch all day. We could do a whole show just on merch.
I would love to. I would absolutely love to.
Yeah.
I might, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I really just might.
Maybe one week we'll do like a special edition.
The merch stand is what I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
I already got a name for it.
Yeah.
The merch stand.
Yeah.
It's my thing.
We got to get our own shirts too. We need our own. I want to make those. But anyway, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in once again. Thank you for riding along with us. I'm Rusty. This is Billy. Thanks for watching Break the Hold. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Like, subscribe, download, all that good stuff. Catch y'all next week.
4 letters, 1 word. Stop.